Sports in general are one of the most popular and well-known topics in America, especially football. Football is like probably the most well-known sport in America because it is physical, fast-paced, and seasonal, which makes people eager to want to watch it or to want to watch football and be entertained. What makes football popular is having one game per week, which creates excitement and suspense amongst fans and alike. Unlike any other sport, most fans attend every game, and those games can last like pretty much all day. And what makes football so popular as it is the NFL. The NFL operates, or they operate in a precise, intriguing way. So, like, the top three things NFL do to manage how they run things is trading. No, it's free agency, trading, and drafting. And for a credibility source, my next door neighbor actually played in the NFL for the Green Bay Packers. His name's Aaron Ripkowski, and he told me how the NFL manages free agency, trading, drafting, how they run the business and do what they do, which makes them one of the most popular news topics talked about in the news today. And to start off, the most important factor that makes the NFL so popular in the news is free agency. Free agency in the NFL is important because it is one of the methods to help build a championship quality roster, and it's critical in terms of filling in the needs and helping to push a team over the hump to be successful. For example, in 2010, the Giants signed Antrel Rolle to a free agent mega deal, and he helped lead the team to win the Super Bowl that year. In addition to that, the biggest news happening in the NFL free agency right now is that Aaron Rodgers is reportedly rumored to sign a big mega deal $1 million contract with the New York Jets. And Jalen Hurts for the Eagles is reportedly to sign a huge mega deal with the Eagles, a $50 million deal to reinstate his contract. And the Eagles also picked up Marcus Mariota for a 1-year, $5 million deal. And then Jalen Ramsey got signed on to the Dolphins, and Taylor Rapp got signed on with the Buffalo Bills to help Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer and the defensive back area of the team, to help the defensive part. And they're both all pros and all that. And the second most important factor is trading. Trades happen in the NFL is because the game is based around the salary cap. They actually trade the contracts for the players. So if Team A is playing a player, or is going to pay a player $5 million guaranteed a year with no bonuses, Team B will have to pay the same amount if they trade for a player, unless they renegotiate a new contract with the new player after the trade. The biggest trades that happened so far this year: Baltimore Ravens signed receiver Odell Beckham a 1-year deal worth up to $18 million. Tennessee Titans signed defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons to a 4-year deal of an outstanding $94 million contract. And the New York Giants acquired Darren Waller, a tight end Pro Bowl star. And the third most important factor is the NFL draft. The NFL draft is important because the draft is when potential rookies are about to get drafted and inducted into the NFL. Depending how well you did in the combine and in college determines your spot in the draft and what team will select you and draft you into the NFL. It also gives the teams opportunity to infuse their rosters with new talent and to build around that new talent. Some rookies will provide an instant boost to the team's performance. The biggest draft talks that's been happening, mock draft, which is pre-draft, that the Panthers are predicted to get the first pick in the NFL draft in the first round, which is predicted to be C.J. Stroud from the C.J. Stroud, former Ohio State player, an excellent QB who's an accurate pocket passer with some mobility when needed. The Texans are predicted to receive the second pick in the NFL draft, which is Alabama QB Bryce Young, which makes two former Alabama stars to join the forces on the Texans roster. The Colts are predicted to receive the third pick in the NFL draft, which is the Florida University former state player, which is QB Anthony Richardson. He is the Josh Allen of this year's draft because his height, his mobility, what he can do in the pocket. He's got athleticism and possesses an overall passing and rushing skill that is too good, or that is good. So we clearly see free agency, trading, and drafting are a crucial part of what makes the NFL the way it is, the NFL. It can determine how good a team is going to be that year. It can make big differences in the playoffs and can help bring a team a championship and success, and also give fans entertainment. As we clearly see, football is one of the most popular topics talked about in American news as of today. In addition, it is one of the most popular and well-known sports in America. NFL news is one of the most popular topics I've seen, and as what we talked about gets people excited for the next season, and people see what players their teams pick up during the off season. And finally, I want y'all to think about today of how important NFL is to Americans, and how intricate or how precise and detailed the NFL is, and how they determine the outcome of next season. So, did you learn something about the NFL you didn't know?